think.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Well,
You're,
so
like,
good
you're a
to meet
real
you.
person.
Yes, you're a real person.
I'm a real person. I'm a
Real.
real girl. Very exciting.
Okay, so I'm going to dive right into it. One thing that really stood out during our first conversation was that music isn't just entertainment for you, it has a purpose. So has the message or your purpose behind the music changed at all since then?
No, but I think my self-permission to step into that purpose and message has really grown. When we first met, I was in the middle of like figuring out what it was living in America, living in the pandemic, obviously, figuring out who I was spiritually, emotionally, socially, etc. I have a weird accent. I'm from New Zealand originally, so moving here. Thank you. I sound educated apparently. I'm not kidding. But I, living here and then recognizing when we first met that music has the power to bring people together, to divide as opposed to to unite as opposed to divide. That has all been part of it. But then, not long after we had our first conversation, I did my first ever TEDx talk. About how music and songwriting saved me after having had 10 brain surgeries. So that has really been like the big thing of like, okay, it's not just about racial equity, it's not just about economic equity, it's not just about bringing people together spiritually and emotionally and socially, but also for helping us intellectually, academically, neurologically, socially, all the leads basically. Get it, Lee? I'll leave the comedy to Leon. But so it's just elevated. I think you guys opening the doors to these conversations has really helped me elevate. So thank you.
That's awesome. Well, we're happy to be a part of your journey. So just like you are a part of ours. But since we're celebrating 5 years of The Art is 5, and today we're talking about legacy, when you think of your own legacy, what do you hope people remember, not just about Emma G, the artist, but Emma G, the person?
So 5. When I was 5 years old, I wrote a list of 5 things I wanted to be when I grew up. I wanted to be a mother, a rock star, obviously, a fashion designer. Well, I will not leave that. That's not my vibe at all. But I wanted to be a teacher, and I wanted to be a counselor. And I am a cat mum, so I'm a claim that. But I think that kind of has continued with what I do and who I am. And so it goes back to the 5 C's,
Yes.
I want my legacy to be about giving people permission to communicate more effectively. I want my legacy to be about bringing community together more effectively, about using creativity as a tool for confidence and for compassion and just for bringing the world together creatively. I think that's really, we all have different legacies and that's a powerful, beautiful thing, but for me it's about elevating the lives that I touch. I was a street performer, busker for 5.5 years, and I just want people to leave my presence feeling like lighter, brighter, more smiling, as long as we can smile and share love, and that's all the legacy I want.
Amen to that. We love that. Well, we get to experience her music now. So everybody give it up for Emma G.